on with you, brother?
What's going on, sir? What's popping?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Scott Lane, the Black Bruce Wayne, aka the real Adam Coleman, here with the BK apologies. What's happening, bro?
Was good, man. Coming to you live and direct from Brooklyn, the County of Kings. You heard?
Right. Okay. All right. Brooklyn in the building.
Yes, sir.
Hitting them up. We hitting them off with a one of these YouTube lives, man. Without warning, dog. We just going for it.
Sneak attack.
You know what I'm saying? And for real, man. Matter of fact, let me get this out the way now for anybody who may actually, tune in on this. I mean, I know they see my little name at the bottom, blah blah blah. I thought, this is really supposed to be a test run.
He's converted, y'all. He's converted. That's it.
Right. As I just type something in there right quick, you know what I mean? So that's what that is, man. Maybe I don't really be saying that. Maybe it's like, metaphorical or something. I don't know, man. But tell them what we about to do, man. We about to make some noise here, bro.
What we're gonna do. We've been talking about it for a few days now. Now that the debate has officially been released, part one. And since we have been, behind the scenes as the shadow government for Dr. Bantu,
Shadow Lou.
Yes.
You're Shadow Lou from Street Fighter?
The Cabal. You know what I mean? The Cabal. So right. We're out in the front now, and we definitely want to give our say in how we saw the debate. And we definitely want to break down, some of the things that we've seen, some of the things that we saw that you haven't seen that's in the video, But it's all love, though. Again, we have love for Jabari. This is not to slander him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're just going to critique his work, and that's all we're going to do. And the way we're going to do it, we're going to tag team. So the first video, I think, is going to be on your channel, right?
Yeah. Now, before we get to that, I just want to say what's up to Emmanuel Gary, Beatrice Wells. I'm saying peace up to them. Looks like we got 7 people in here. Like I said, we just without warning, man, we just hopped on and decided to do a live.
Is this on your channel?
Yeah, apparently right now. Yeah.
All right, hold on. I need to go there right now.
Yeah. Check me out.
All right. So I can see what's going on.
Yeah, man. I think we are. Oh, you got it?
Hold on. You're on True ID, right?
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Calm down. You're subscribed. You're subscribed.
These big names. You're subscribed. BK apologies, man. That's a big name guy, man. He don't have time to subscribe to my channel, man. That's what that is, bro. He don't even know the name of my ministry, man. Come on. I'm just hurt right now, bro. Come on, dog.
Forgive me, brother. Forgive me. No, I've been subscribed to you, man.
Yeah. No, but seriously, man. Let people know what your subscription, what your YouTube channel is, because we are going to tag team. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be breaking down the Bantu Jabari debate round by round. We're going to try to go, point by point. You know what I'm saying? Give you that play by play and give our take on it. Because like you said a minute ago, we were actually at the debate. And so we can speak on, the content of the debate, and then maybe give some narrative about, what's kind of going on in the room and, those kind of, insider, kind of perspective, And so the first, this Thursday at 11 Eastern Standard Time, so we're going to be going live, and, we're going to be covering the Jabari section of the first round. I'm saying, so for anybody who's watched the debate, you saw that Jabari had his portion, and then it was Bantu's portion. Then they do their rebuttals and whatnot. So we're going to be covering Jabari's section on my channel this Thursday at 11, and then go ahead and give me information and tell them about the Bantu part that we're going to be covering.
So we're going to talk about his initial argument and his rebuttal as well, and we'll be doing that in my channel. I already put the link in the chat. So please feel free to tell a friend that's him again. You know what I mean? So so we're gonna go back and forth. So we'll do one on Adam's channel, we'll do one on mine, and just like that. So
dope, man. I'm sitting here I'm getting caught up between the live chat and it's my first time doing these lives, man. So I gotta get the mechanics right.
You've never been live before, really? Wow.
It's been a while, man. It's so embarrassing because the last time I went live, it was before they even had the new way of doing it. You could just push a button and go live. Now you got to go through 3 different programs. Vocab makes it look easy. You know what I'm saying? He's getting up here, he's freestyling, he's playing beats in the background. He's got the background behind him. Look, I'm just bootleg right now. I'm gonna get it right.
He got a graphic designer team in the next room, Just,
right. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so vocab is a professional, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But so we gonna get there though. We're gonna get there, man. But so yeah, we're gonna be doing a breakdown of Jabari, and we're kind of going back and forth. Like I said, and as they release the second and the third round, and hopefully I think they're gonna be releasing the Q&A afterwards as well. I want to get to that.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? But more to come on that. You're saying, but we're gonna be breaking those down as well. And then so give people a little bit of a snippet, man. Give them a little snippet of what we can expect from
I don't really want to show my hand too much, bro. I don't show my hand too much. But we have some things, me and Adam, we are, black and brown nerds, and we like to read and we like to dig. And there's some things that I feel like, there's some course correction that needs to happen from what we saw in the debate. So hopefully we'll be showing you some, and also as a teaching guide, when you engage the community, just giving you some gems and how you can maneuver when you have these discussions, whether face-to-face or online as well. We really are doing this to equip the saints. Like that's where our heart is at when it comes to this.
Exactly, man. You know what I'm saying? John Allison, shout out to you. Appreciate y'all coming in the live. One of the things is, I don't know, man, we're not going to go too long tonight. You know what I'm saying? We just kind of really wanted just to announce what we're doing. But I think you made an excellent point. So I think that for somebody like myself, right, I really got serious about, doing apologetics, a couple of years ago. I keep saying a couple, but I say that like every year. So more and more. After a while, I can't say a couple, but I got serious about it some years ago. And like when I first started, I mean, to be honest, like I wasn't aware of anybody, tackling these kinds of issues. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, the quote unquote urban apologetics. I'm actually getting away from using that term, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't aware of anybody, dealing with these issues. Came across like Jude 3 Project. Shout out to Lisa Fields. You know what I mean? And somebody like myself, look, I'm naturally argumentative, and I can admit that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. And by God's grace, you know what I'm saying, I've chilled out a lot over time. And nowadays, man, unless somebody is trying to bully Christians, you know what I'm saying, then I pretty much will play it chill. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we sometimes can lose sight of why we're doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? We want to win the argument. We want to, beat somebody into the ground, you know what I mean? Or whatever, or get that one-upmanship or something like that. And really that's not what this is about. One thing that I saw from Bantu is that, he maintained a decorum. You know what I'm saying? He's very respectful. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he really demonstrated in this debate, how it can go. It doesn't have to be a battle. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of like a bitter battle. Right. We go into war. You know what I'm saying? This is spiritual warfare, but nevertheless, it doesn't have to be, unless you're forced to go there, you ain't got to, bust everybody's teeth out. You know what I'm saying? So we got to love people, man. I mean, we quote First Peter 3:15 all the time about, defending the faith and that hope that lies within you, so on and so forth. But it also talks about doing it with grace and gentleness. You know what I'm saying? That's in that verse too. Yep. Sometimes we have to leave off that last part. You know what I'm saying? But, we really need to engage people. So this series that we're doing, it's not about disrespecting Jabari. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, I try to keep it objective. You know what I'm saying? If we come across something where I think, Bantu may have been mistaken, I want to address that as well. But because for me, this is all about teaching. You know what I'm saying? Right. I want to make sure that we're equipping the saints to go out and defend the faith. Mm-hmm. And so, if there's something, maybe a nuance that, was left unsaid or something like that, if that comes up, then, we want to stop and address that as well, man. You know what I'm saying? So neither one of us have any malice towards Jabari. You've been in contact with him since the debate. I've been in contact with him since the debate. It's all good.
We got love for Jabari over here. For real.
Absolutely.
We got
love for him, man. So I'm saying he's a respectful dude. So,
I will say this, and I'll probably say it again once we start doing the breakdown. The tone of the debate and future debates is that though it's academic, it's not collegiate. And the reason why I say that, because in collegiate debates, the subject matter is actually an afterthought, right? They'll give you any topic and they'll tell you to argue from the affirmative or the negative, right? Mm-hmm. And it has nothing to do with the topic. Mm-hmm. They want to see your ability to create compelling arguments, right? That's not the case here. The case here, we care about the topics, right? We care about the subject matter. And it's not just being on the offense, but it's also on the defense as well. In these debates, you have to have skin in the game, right? You have to defend a worldview, and everybody has one, right? Whether you like it or not, everybody has a worldview. Everybody's a philosopher. Yes, everyone. Everybody has a way of seeing the world. If you're going to be on this platform, you have to be prepared to defend that worldview, whatever that worldview is. And if you're not ready to do that, the platform is not for you. If you don't have anything to lose, this is not the arena. You know, this is not just, you know, to score points. It's not collegiate. You know, we're talking about life and death issues. We're talking about people's eternity, right? So this is serious. We're having fun, but it's also very serious. And whoever steps on this platform has to have something to defend, right? That's really important. I'm saying that for a particular reason, which I won't say now, but
it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up. But now you raise a good point, though. You raise a good point. Listen, anybody that's out there listening to me right now, right? You know, when it comes to you know, engaging people in apologetics, one thing that we Christians, I am going to throw this out there just as a tip. All right. As Christians, stop carrying the whole burden of proof. Stop carrying all the weight of the conversation. And then we got folks that take jabs at us all day long, right? And as soon as somebody says something like, "Oh, well, Christianity is a white man's religion," or you know, the Bible was copied from, you know, the book of the dead.
Jesus didn't exist.
Jesus didn't exist. All of a sudden, we want to go in our artillery bag and start, you know, busting shots. But you got to remember that whoever makes the claim, we're talking about discourse and debate. Whoever makes the claim, it's upon them to defend that claim.
Facts.
And we don't hold people's feet to the fire, you know what I'm saying, and having them to defend their claims, right? So we got to do better about that. You're saying stop painting yourself in the corner. And I mean, yeah, there are going to be times where we defend, but sometimes the best way to defend the claim, to defend our position rather, is to put the burden back on them where it properly belongs and force them to actually have to defend their worldview, defend the claims that they make. I'm talking about the Moors, Hebrew Israelites, Comedics, atheists and agnostics in the conscious community, all that, you know what I'm saying? Well, they like redefine the conscious community now, so you know whatever that is, we'll get back to
the current iteration of the conscious community.
The current iteration, right. You know, whoever it is, man, we can't be the only ones on defense. You know what I'm saying, we need to hold these people accountable, and this is going to come out. I'm just like a spoiler alert. This is going to come out as we get further and further into critiquing round 1, 2, and 3. You know, I'm going to be, you know, pointing out statements that Jabari made particularly that are out of step with you know, with his worldview you can sustain. You know what I'm saying? He made a couple statements, well, actually some major statements. I'm trying not to give it away. I'm just going to leave it at that. But you know, he made some statements, you know what I'm saying, and arguments that based on his worldview, he just isn't justified in making. So I'm going to get back to that and you know, leave that where it is right now. I'm saying, but you know, with that being said, man, hey, what up, Roxby? Shout out to you. Thanks for joining us. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. You know, we got a lot coming, and I think that's kind of so as we kind of, you know, before we close out, because we're not going to stay too long, just kind of give people the flavor of the angle that you're approaching with. I know we talked a lot about the history and things of that nature. What are the kinds of things that you saw throughout the debate that you're going to bring to light, you know, over the next couple you know, or several videos where we're doing this breakdown?
I mean, definitely what you said. You know, there are some inconsistencies in a lot of the arguments that he conveyed. And a lot of it is, you know, you're going to have to keep that same energy. You know what I mean? Like the same energy you made for one point, you're going to have to be consistent with that and keep that same energy. And we'll show you why that's the case when we do these breakdowns. Yeah, just looking at the claims that's made and looking at the primaries. You know, it's like, is what he's saying actually there? You know, as simple as that, you know, and not and being skeptical. You know, it's good to have a healthy dose of skepticism when it comes to whether it's the Christian argument or the Kemetic argument. You know, you don't believe anybody. You know, just do your research. Right. In this case, I'm saying it in the appropriate manner. You know, you have to see what the person's saying. Once they lay out their claim, you know, since it's a video, right, you're gonna have to go and do your own homework in this case to see what the person is saying is correct or not. And that's what we're doing. That's what me and Adam's doing. We heard the arguments. We decided, you know what? Let's see if this is true. And, you know, we found some interesting things that we're going to share with you, you know, on Thursday.
Yeah, man. You know, that's perfect, man. And like you said, the importance of going to the primaries. Shout out to MJ Jackson, Action Jackson. What's going on, man? Make sure y'all subscribe to MJ Jackson's YouTube page as well, man. He's got some great content. He just dropped a dope video on Ti with a recent statement that Ti made. So make sure y'all subscribe to him as well. Another apologist out there doing great work. But you know. Now you know me, man. I'm about to get off. You know, I know we're not gonna hang out here long, but I always find myself spilling the beans on something ahead of time.
Easy.
Well, I gotta share this though.
Go ahead.
It's to the point that you made a second ago about the primaries, going to the primary sources. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not the kind of guy who's gonna just needlessly boost somebody's head up. You know what I'm saying? But I got to give my man Vince Bantu a shout out. For intellectual and scholarly integrity. I'm gonna tell you why. Now, you know, like I said, you know, throughout these next couple of videos, you're gonna see as we're doing our breakdown. Like I said, we're gonna be giving you our perspective from somebody who was actually there at the debate, and this is one of those times. So, one of the things is with Bantu is that as I was speaking to him, saying he was very clear. He kept speaking about, look, there were certain things certain claims he could have made. But because, you know, he didn't bring them to the table and didn't have the primary sources on hand, he just chose not to make it. He could have certainly made it. They would have been legitimate. And I'm trying to be, you know, somewhat clandestine here about which point it was, but particularly in the second and third round, there were certain things that he could have just nailed Jabari, nailed him. I mean, I'm talking, and he would have been scholarly, like, justified for doing so. But because he didn't have the primary sources on hand at that time, he chose not to make that point. That's true. To me, he's a better man than I am, because I would have just went for it and then, then maybe, you know, brought the points later. But seriously, I mean, you got to respect that, though. You know what I'm saying? That's integrity. That's scholarly integrity. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, we was definitely trying to do our custom model to his Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? So, right. But yeah, no, it's absolutely. He's like, no, I need to do my own research. I gotta make sure this is solid before I put this out there. And yeah, you gotta respect that.
You gotta respect it. You know, so you know, like Fredo said, we're gonna be, you know, dealing with a lot of inconsistencies. Like Fredo, I mean, y'all seen some of your slides, like the history you about to bring out, bro. The history. It's about to be crazy. I mean, stuff that I haven't seen. You know what I mean? Is you know, your research game is crazy. So, like, Thank you. Primary sources that you about to bring, you know, on Thursday is just ridiculous. From my angle, y'all know how I get down. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lover of philosophy. I get down with the history as well, but you know, so you'll see some overlap between us. You know what I'm saying, on the historical points and the philosophical points, and then, you know, one of us would lean one way or the other.
Yep.
And I'll probably spend, you know, most of my time trying to complement, you know, what Alfredo's bringing to the table with, you know, breaking down the philosophical inconsistencies that I saw in Jabari's presentations, you know what I'm saying, and in his rebuttals as well. And so that's how we're gonna come at it, man. You know, fire and ice, man. We teaming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rain ghosts.
There it is, bro. There it is, man. So, man. You know, so like I said, man, there you go. Beatrice Will said you the Jedi.
Thank you, sis. Appreciate it.
So which one was Samuel Jackson? Which one was he? He was
that was Mace Windu. Yeah.
Mace Windu.
Mace Windu.
There it is.
Speaking of that, also I got the tickets for episode 9. So for Star Wars.
When is that coming out?
It's coming out December 19th. Tickets became available yesterday.
You're not playing.
Yes, I will be in the building.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan. So is Beatrice. So I'm sure she get a kick.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay, the Yoda of research. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Yoda research.
Window, you're a Yoda, bro. You up there, bro. You up there, you know. So, you know, hopefully by the time we get around to it on Thursday, I can finally change my name here. It says blah 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 blah
from Biggly blah blah.
Man. I wasn't prepared, man. This was supposed to be a test run. But that's cool, man. And you know, just want to say, you know, shout out to y'all. Make sure you subscribe. Hey, go ahead and give them your channel one more time.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it.
We're gonna be doing, you know, Jabari portion. Then we're gonna be doing Bantu on Alfredo's page. So in order to kind of follow the whole breakdown, you want to make sure that you subscribe to both channels so you can follow along.
Right.
You know. So yeah, that's what that is, man.
It's like those comic book series where you gotta, you know, follow like 3 different titles just to get the storyline. That's kind of how we're doing it.
Right. And this is, man, this is a beautiful thing, man. You said something earlier. You said, it's just a beautiful time to be alive. I mean, like, right now, man, like, we up, we about to do a breakdown of this debate. As we speak, you got Pastor Bennett.
Oh, word. Shout out to Pastor Bennett.
Shout out to Pastor Bennett.
Oh my goodness.
Pastor Bennett. You know what I'm saying?
My goodness.
Like right now as we speak, he's on Saneter TV, just handling business right now.
It's bad.
With source. You know what I'm saying? It's a slaughter right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing, man. Oh man, I'm certain thing I'm trying not to say, but you know what I mean? But I mean, it's a lot. I mean, this debate opened up a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? It opened up a lot of opportunity. I've had individuals, very well-known individuals from the conscious community contacting me to, come on the show and things of that nature. And I'm a diplomat first. You know what I'm saying? I'm a diplomat first. If I gotta pull daggers out, then that's what it is. I'm comfortable with that too. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think this is a great time, to initiate dialogue and all kind of stuff. So y'all gonna be seeing some like I'll just put it this way: some of the faces that you've been seeing on Saneter for years, decades even, you're gonna be seeing on True ID within the next couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Cage match.
Well, hey, I'm
no holds bar.
I'm just dropping that at you. I'm just dropping that at you right there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. But in all seriousness, to the saints out there, man, let's be in prayer, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's be in prayer. I'm not the kind of guy. I used to be the kind of guy that would feel good about going in a debate and just, and getting a couple points and dip out. But thank God, he corrected me on that. Like it's about souls, man. You know what I'm saying it's about souls. Like and I'm gonna leave it out with this, but one thing I've really been thinking a lot about is, worldviews matter. Yes. I'm saying, going back to something you said earlier, worldviews matter. And when we think about, what we're doing, we often think about the eternal, implications, I'm saying, of getting the gospel out, seeing people come to the Lord. And that's definitely real. And it is of the utmost importance. It is the central thing, right? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, worldviews matter. Like how your worldview impacts how you think about the world and how you act in the world. You know what I'm saying? And, if certain worldviews, like atheism, Kemetic, Hebrew Israelism, so on and so forth, if we're not putting these worldviews to the test, you know what I'm saying, those worldviews have consequences, you know what I'm saying? And they impact how our community is going to be able to thrive or not thrive. And so that's why not only do we have the eternal implications, you know what I'm saying, of what we're doing, there's also the right here and right now implications. I mean, our communities are facing lots of challenges, you know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is, not all worldviews are created equal. Right. I'm saying not all worldviews have, say, the moral, ethical framework to be able to support a community to, overcome the types of challenges that we're seeing in our community. You see what I'm saying? So worldviews, what we're doing, we're not just battling for the souls of men. That's very true. That's of the utmost importance. That is central. I'm saying the gospel is the most important thing. Don't get me wrong. But then in terms of how that plays out within a community, you know what I'm saying? Worldviews really make a difference. And we want to, advocate for the biblical worldview. Right. My contention is that the biblical worldview is the best shot, that our community has for overcoming whatever challenges people may believe that, that we're facing today. And so, what we're doing, it's important, man. It's important, and we definitely need to be prayerful about it, right, and all like that. So, with that said, man, you got anything else, man? Or
people might feel, that these debates are not, of any value. All you gotta do is just preach the gospel, right? But unfortunately, the adversary has muddied the waters and has not made the gospel clear because of these things. And what we're trying to do is clear the debris so people can clearly see the gospel. Because if you can't get to the gospel, then people are not going to receive the gospel. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make things clear for everyone so that you can clearly see what the gospel is, so you can make that decision. But if it's confusing and there's dirt on your lens and you can't see it clearly, it's hard to make an educated decision. We want you to have every opportunity to do just that. So That's why we're here.
Yeah, perfect, man. Perfect. So many people, I think about the people that was at the debate. So many folks left out of the church. I mean, specifically, the so-called black church. You know what I'm saying? Left out of the church, and they missed a spot. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know about Tertullian. They didn't know about the North African Augustine. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know about Cyprian, and they didn't know about the 2,000 years of Christianity, you know what I'm saying, and Christian influence in Africa, with 1,500 of that coming before the transatlantic slave trade. You know what I'm saying? About 1,500. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They didn't know about these things. I'm saying, or even in terms of West Africans, there's so many things I'm going to intentionally leave out for right now. Yeah, but there's so many ways in which Christianity is not how it's been depicted by the conscious community, specifically in regard to West Africans. If people who've been watching, listen to my show for a while, you know what I'm talking about. But with that being said, a lot of people just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And we have to remember that, you know what I mean? And so when they come across a BK apologist or MJ Jackson or a brother or Dr. Bantu, and it's like, well, man, I've been living my life in rebellion against Jesus for all these years off of a falsehood of what I thought Christianity was. And really, I just hadn't been exposed to the whole deal. I mean, for a lot of people, that can be pretty scary.
Yep.
Like, oh, snap. Well, maybe there really is this God who's been watching me this whole time, and I dissed him based on misinformation from Ray Hagins, or whoever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
yeah.
Christianity, I feel like, answers two of the most existential questions man has ever asked of themselves, and that's one, who am I, and two, what is my purpose? Right? It's identity and agency.
Absolutely.
And all these different worldviews are competing with trying to answer that question for you. And since you're now, in this marketplace of worldviews, you have to go and look at these different shops to see who best answers those two questions: your identity, who you are, and your agency, your purpose. What do I do? Right? And we believe Christianity answers those two questions to full satisfaction.
Absolutely, man. So with that said, man, that's an excellent point, bro. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can see more of this. You know what I'm saying, as we like I said, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time this Thursday. We're gonna start our breakdowns of Brother Jabari section, and we're gonna get it in, man.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, man, don't as always, y'all, don't forget, love God, love people, and take care of the things that God blesses you with, man. Love y'all, man.
Peace.